Hey guys, before we get started to tell you what we're going to do now for activity time, I want to just ask you, okay? How does it feel? I just got to give you some congratulations because after all your trials, your tribulations, all the hardship and victories you've had, let me get a sip of coffee here. Oh, yeah, that hits the spot. You know, all the hours, all the hard hours you put in, work to either learn something, learn a skill, to build something, build your empire, so to speak, in your own life. And this is what it comes down to. This is what it comes down to. You watching or listening to this. Some guy playing Jenga by himself. So I want you to sit there and just evaluate your life right now and think about that. Now, who's the real monster? Is it the person creating this video, or is it you, the viewer or listener? It's one of the mysteries that we will never find out and figure out. But there is one thing for sure. This is what will make everything better. This will be the shot in the arm to make everything okay. You see now? You see? I'm wearing sunglasses. So that makes everything cool now. Sunglasses make everything cool. So now you feel validated, right? I'm not just watching some guy that just woke up with a head of hair that's just crazy right now. You're watching a guy with sunglasses on playing Jenga by himself. And that's cool. Look, and he's drinking a mug of coffee that is a monkey. A monkey is on the mug of coffee, and his arm, a literal porcelain or clay glazed arm, is pulled out, and that is serving as the mug handle. Oh, that's the spot. That hits the spot. Okay, so let's get into activity time, shall we? Jenga is one of those games that I never had as a kid. Now, the games I had as a kid were clean the dog crap out of the basement, try not to get picked on too much by the bigger kids down the street and in the neighborhood in general. Stuff like that. Those were my kind of games growing up. This one kid down the street, he one time he was just he was a few years older than me, and I was always the smallest kid in the neighborhood, and so I was always kind of seen as the kid everybody could just unload all their garbage onto, mentally or what have you, physically sometimes. And he goes and he says, "My dad's cool because he's a pilot." All those things, him being like that, he grew up to a very well-adjusted person. He has a wife, he has kids. He's doing very well for himself. Now, you would like to think, yeah, all the bullies in school, all the people that were kind of ill towards you, they kind of, get theirs, so to speak, later in life. But that really isn't the truth. The cold, hard truth of the matter is, there are people that are horrible when they're younger, and they're just as horrible the entire life, and they also have great lives. And nothing really ever truly, they don't ever get theirs, or karma or anything. So that's a fact of matter of life that you could take home. It's a little nugget you could wrap up in a bow and, take a Hallmark greeting card and stick on there and make yourself feel well. This is something I just went out on a whim and I saw it for sale, a few bucks cheaper than regular retail price, so I bought it. And I finally busted it out at my brother's house and played it, and I had fun. And then I realized, as I was looking at this box, it's the classic Jenga. Let me get another swig of coffee here. And it says on the side here, where is that? Or it said actually in the inside, but anyways, it says for one or more players. So you can just play this by yourself. So that's what made me have the idea to do this, is like, oh, I could play Jenga by myself. Now, for the game of life or Monopoly, you could play that by yourself, I'd do the same, but they never put for one or more players. It's always a 2 multiplayer game. But this can be played as one player for one person. So we're going to try this out and see how much fun we have playing Jenga by ourselves. Or by myself. Okay, let's see if I could take this out of the box without it all falling apart. Up, there we go. Up. Okay, cool. Only one little block fell. Calm down. Yeah, my dad's a pilot. What does your dad do? He works at the grocery store? Yeah. Your dad cuts the meat that my dad grills for his dog, bro. All right, so if you don't know what Jenga is basically a block game. It's not no board, there's no nothing. You're seeing it here if you're watching the video. And the object is there's all these like little rectangle-shaped blocks on here. And they're all towered each layer is towered, there's 3 of them at a time, and they crisscross as they stack up in a nice, neat little tower. And the object is to move your finger around on each block to find a loose one, and then you stack it on top from the bottom. So you grab, a block from somewhere inside the tower and you move it to the top. And usually this is a party game, there's more people here, and whoever misses and makes the Jenga tower fall is the loser, and they get knocked. So say there's like 3 people here. There's 2 other person. There's Jimmy, and then there's Donald. Okay, Donald, he messes up the tower and it falls on him. He gets kicked out. Then it's between me and Jimmy. So we're playing, and Jimmy makes the tower fall next, and then that makes me the winner. But if we're playing by ourselves, this is what I was going to read earlier, but it wasn't on the box. It says, here we go. How to play. If you are playing solo, try to beat your own highest tower. So that's the object of playing Jenga solo, is to see if you could, how high can you get the tower by yourself. So if we're being competitive here with solo Jenga, we are going to... There's no winners and losers. I lose and I win at the same time. So no matter what, we get a participant with this. So that being said, let's get down to business, shall we? All right, so here we go. I'm going to start moving my finger around. Up, there's a loose one right there. Okay. All right, there's another one. The fun thing about this is the fact that I don't have to wait my turn. That's the cool thing. I could keep playing. There we are. It's like a free play at the arcade or something. You don't have to put any quarters in or wait or invest any kind of amount of time. You could really just literally play this at your own pace. So this Jenga game may be only about less than 5 minutes as compared to when you're playing with a lot of other people. So That's kind of cool. You ever try to maybe get a group of people together to play a board game? It's almost impossible to do. Everybody's so busy with the hustle and bustle of the New York lifestyle. Oh, I gotta go buy a pair of leather shoes. I gotta go buy a North Face jacket. I gotta worry about the stock market. Oh, I gotta do big deals. I'm doing big deals. I'm a grown boy. I do big deals. Something you wouldn't know about anything about. There we go. This one's poking out there. It's saying, hello. Hey, pick me next. Let's do that. I have a feeling that someone's going to look at this video and it's going to say something with the title of playing Jenga by myself or something like that. And it's going to be like, this is the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. And you wouldn't be far off. Let's see here. Oh, there's an. It's almost. Oh, that was a close one. I was digging one up from the bottom, and sometimes the Jenga pieces are a little stubborn. Like one part of the block will be loose, and then the other side's very stubborn and doesn't want to pop out. And that's what I was working with. Here's another one just like that. I don't want to mess with it though, because it's. Let's try it. Come on. Oh no. Please don't. Please don't fall. Not yet. We're not done with this. Ho. So everything now, like 5 layers up, everything's resting on one block in between everything, or holding up everything. Okay. So what are we up now? What is this? This is about 1.5 feet. About 1.25 feet high up. How tall is a Jenga? Like my foot is about 1 foot. I don't know. I would like to think it's probably about stacks about. That's something I need to Google later. There's a loose block there. There we are. Yeah. So, while you're sitting here watching me do this, I want you to think about all you've done with your life. What have you done? What are things you've done in your life? You ever done anything that is creative or anything? Is there something that you dreamed of doing as a kid and you never pursued it? And then you met some girl and then that became your life? It's not a bad thing. It's just, sometimes you think about it later in life and it probably won't hit you till you're about 50 or 60 and you're like, I kind of maybe wish I could have did that or that and the other, and then you have a midlife crisis, and then you buy a Corvette or something, which is not a smart thing to do. Just got to be careful. You got to figure things out on your own. Like, be more solid. Be more solid as a person. Pursue things that other people might think you're crazy for doing. You can't live your life sitting there thinking, oh, what does this person say? Oh, what's my mom gonna think? Oh, what's my girlfriend gonna think, or my husband? You just gotta do things that you feel like it, Like, you can't sit there and dictate what you're gonna do based on what someone else is gonna think. Unless it's like something bad or mean or ill towards another person, then yeah, don't do it. But like if it's just something you want to write a book or anything, or you want to play Jenga by yourself and record it and on video and with a mic and have lights set up and a green screen, that if that's your prerogative, I mean, this is you only got so much time on the planet, so you might as well do what you want to do for real, not what some show on Netflix tells you to do or whatever, or oh, you need to do this. Oh, my dad told me by the time I was 26 I need to get married, and that's the true definition of a man. Or oh, I need to buy a flannel shirt and wear it around at a baseball game. Oh, that's me. That's when you know you made it as a man. So we're looking at a little bit of something here. We're getting there with the Jenga, with the old Jenga. I am finding nothing. Oh, there's a loose one. I'm afraid the Jenga blocks are going to fall into my coffee, so let me move that out of the way there. Now the object is, if like the middle block is the loose one that you're going to grab, you'll want to push it from the back towards you. Whatever you have facing towards you, push it from the back, because if you push it away from you and outside the other end, then you're kind of not seeing what's happening on the other side, and then that's a big no-no. You're bound to really crash the tower. So that one's too high. Now with Jenga, any completed row on top you could grab from. So this is a legal move right here that I could do. Just grab something from like the very near top. You don't always have to grab from the bottom or the middle. You could it's very wobbly right now. There we go. There's another loose one there. It's being stubborn, like I said right there. Come on. There we go. Okay. Now it's getting very hardcore now. It's getting wild. Let's see here. Oh, we're moving it now. Okay, that's a loose one there. Okay. Move that to the top. This is actually getting pretty tall. Like, I'm surprised I've made it this far, actually. There we go. Sometimes that happens. Let's just... Boom. So anyways, we made it about 1.5 feet, almost 2 feet, I would like to think. I say that deserves a little drink from the rest of my coffee here. So, Woo! Yeah. I'm glad I didn't drink this beforehand. I would have been all fidgety. Now I'm supercharged and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go get my pilot's license now. Because my dad was a pilot, bro. I have no accomplishments of my own, but my dad is a pilot. Bro. Anyways, thanks guys for watching. This was Activity Time, and you just watched a fully grown man play Jenga by himself. Hope you're proud of yourself. I'm proud of you. So, don't worry about what anybody else thinks. We made it through together, and I'm very proud of you. If no one's told you that they're proud of you today, let me be the first to tell you today that I am proud of you. Okay? This was Activity Time. And that's a wrap. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll see you next time.